technology is there. In many professional debates, we talk about that the correct thing is to have willingness and make the right question. But technology is available and many cities have demonstrated that. For example, we have Helsinki that has provided or is providing an open source, is accessible for all in the internet, and it's called the Energy and Climate Atlas of Helsinki. And this is amazing because it is implementing the building information modeling BIM methodology to give an accurate photograph of every building in the city so that we can see how it's performing currently in terms of energy, if it's an efficient building, if it's an old building that has a high rate of energy consumption. We can also talk about the overshadowing from some buildings to another, the sunlight daylight that the uses of the building receives, because this is also especially dramatic in places like Northern Europe, right? Sunlight daylight. And also it can give us the potential energy generation of the building in terms of, okay, it receives a certain amount of power from the sun, and depending on the roof surface and even facade surface, it gives us a potential amount of energy that can be produced by the building. So what is the practicality of this? The practicality of this is that any decision maker or expert can see an overview of how the city is doing in terms of energy consumption and can prioritize investments. And if you want even, I can propose an improvement which is related to the challenges that we were talking about before. If we have the energy layer, but we also have the social layer, which is establishing or informing about the rent or the economic status of people that live in those buildings, we can prioritize, for example, grants for retrofitting. So the public authority, instead of going in an overall action without having a clear strategy, I would say, a clear strategy of the city, they can select a specific neighborhood that can have even social problems or much economic needs than other places, and they can focus the economic investment in that area, having both information about energy and social aspects, like, as I say, average salary, rent, social issues, etc. So this is a very powerful technology for cities, and especially, as I say, decision makers, to have data-driven decisions and be, let's say, much more efficient, accurate and timely when we are tackling the challenges I want.